College of Charleston News Update, I'm Lauren Frye. With only 4 weeks left of school and graduation right around the corner, students are wondering what the cistern yard is going to look like when commencement comes on May 8th. Thanks, Dane. I'm standing here in the cistern right in front of the reconstruction that has been taking place since October last year. The John James Audubon collection, for example, on display in the window, is the most valued collection here, worth over $10 million. This is the College of Charleston News Update. I'm Lauren Frye. Standing here in the cistern yard, it's great to finally see all of the work that's been going on behind the tarps and equipment that have been up since last October.
Hi, I'm Lauren Frye for CFCC. For 20 years, the John Rivers Communications Museum has been a part of the College of Charleston. However, very few students know that the place even exists. Hi, I'm Lauren Frye for CFCC. Right now, I'm standing in one of the world's finest and most unique hotels in downtown Charleston, the Wentworth Mansion. Let's go take a look inside. Hi, I'm Lauren Frye for CFCC. Today, cell phones are being used for many other reasons than just a simple phone call. Now people everywhere walk around with a cell phone in hand, checking the latest news, changing their status on Facebook, and even breaking up with someone over a text message.
Hi, I'm Lauren Frye for CFCC with this week's Campus Close-Up. Stephen Colbert is a well-known name among many college students across the nation. But what many CFC students may not realize is that they could be sitting in class right next to this celebrity's nephew, who's a junior here at the college. Drew Colbert is a communication major here at CFC. He says that Stephen may be a celebrity to most people, but to him, Stephen is just an uncle who he greatly admires.
Well, he's very hardworking. He's worked, so many years to get where he is now. He's, finally reaping the benefits of, such hard work. And I guess what I admire most about him is his, determination. He's really, hardworking. He's not afraid to get his hands dirty, basically.
Drew is a huge fan of his uncle. He enjoys watching the Colbert Report and reading his book, I Am America, and So Are You. Drew says that his uncle comes to visit Charleston with his family at least twice a year. And when all 11 children of the Colbert family come together, it's a lot of fun.
They're all really funny, and they actually got together and had a vote on who the funniest one was. And my Uncle Stephen was like 6th, I think.
Wow.
And my Aunt Mary was voted first. And my dad was actually voted 2nd.
Drew says that his uncle is a busy man, but when he gets time off, he tries to come see the family and spend time in Charleston. I spoke with Dr. Brian McGee to see if he plans to have Stephen come speak at the college when he visits in the near future.
Stephen Colbert has an open invitation to come to the college. It's been extended several times, and it's very clear to us that when the schedule is right and it can be worked out, he'll come here. In fact, remember, Stephen Colbert has been here before. He's been on campus at the Satility Theater as part of a fundraiser for a local community theater here in Charleston. He's got a large extended family, many of them with very close ties to the college, and we always look forward to seeing him in town and look forward to getting on campus at some point speaking with our students.
Well, hopefully the college will be seeing Stephen Colbert soon, and who knows, Drew may even follow in his uncle's footsteps. For CFCC, with this week's Campus Close-Up, I'm Lauren Frye. Hi, I'm Lauren Frye with this week's Campus Conversation. Today I'm sitting here in Marion Square, downtown Charleston, where in just a few weeks, on March the 16th, the Charleston Fashion Week event will be taking place. Sitting here with me today is one of the lovely runway participants in the show, Marissa Hines. Hi Marissa, how are you today?
Great, Lauren. Thanks for having me today.
So tell me, Marissa, are you excited about being in this year's 4th annual Charleston Fashion Week?
I'm very excited about it.
So how'd you get involved?
About last year in January, I got into some local modeling with some local photographers, Diana Deaver, and she asked me about it last year if I had applied, and I hadn't heard about it, so I missed the cutoff date for the castings. And so this year came around back in November of 2009. They had castings for it. You went online, you posted, your information, your stats, and they deliberated. They, looked at your pictures, and they contacted you back within a month and said, if they wanted you to come to the open castings or not, and I got picked. And so it just went from there. We got picked to actually be in the lookbook, and then they sent the lookbook out to the designers, and the designers called you in for in-store castings, and that's where we're at now. So,
have you ever done anything like this before?
I've done a few runway shows. I did Chai's back in 2008, which is actually down here on King Street in Charleston. I did Charlotte Fashion Week this past fall, and I've done local fashion shows like the Dockside and stuff like that, but I'm usually more into print.
So what are some of the perks of being a model around Charleston?
Usually there's not much. I mean, you go to the different venues, you meet a lot of good people, you network, it's a lot of fun, but you don't get paid very well. I mean, you get discounts to the stores and everyone's really friendly and nice about it.
Who all are you modeling for in the show?
Actually, they're sending out the fittings and stuff this coming week, starting tomorrow through this Friday. They'll be sending out all the castings we actually got picked for. I received one on Friday this past week for Mary Porter, and so for sure I'm being in her show, and then this next week we'll just figure out who else from there.
Has planning for the show been stressful?
At times it can be, having to juggle work and school and casting calls and stuff. It gets kind of hectic, and they're not all right here in downtown Charleston. Some are in like Daniels Island and Mount Pleasant, so having to get the gas to get out there and go and take the time out for like an hour and a half to walk and do fittings and stuff, it gets stressful. It does.
So what's your favorite part about modeling?
Meeting everybody. There are so many different people, and it's really fun going to the photo shoots because you get to go and have your hair and makeup done, and they usually, you know, buy lunch and stuff, and you just sit around and talk and have a fun opportunity to partake in.
So do you think you'll be participating in the Charleston Fashion Week next year?
I hope so. So far it's been a great experience, and I'm really looking forward to it.
How can you find out more about the information for the Charleston Fashion Week this year?
Just go to charlestonmagazine.com. On their homepage there's a link to Charleston Fashion Week 2010, and from there I'll take you to a page with the ticket prices and the scheduling of the shows.
Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Marissa.
Well, thank you for having me.
Well, guys, if you're interested in checking out what Charleston Fashion Week is all about, you should come here to the Marion Square March 16th through the 20th. You can get your tickets online for $45 and find out the scheduling. For this week's Campus Conversation, I'm Lauren Frye. Hi, I'm Lauren Frye for CFC Scene. Now it's time for this week's Sights and Sound segment. With springtime coming into bloom, the beach is starting to boom, so we brought the cameras out here to Folly Beach to check out all that's going on and have a little fun in the sun too. So let's go check things out.
I love beach music. Always have and I always will. There ain't no other kind of music in the world that gives me quite the thrill. When I hear 60-minute man and walking up a one-way street, he's up on the roof, he's under the boardwalk, summertime's a calling. I love beach music, 'cause I was born with it in my bones. I learned to shag on the beach with the salt in the air and the sand at my feet. Yeah, ooh, Miss Chris, 3921 for the shade. What kind of fool do you think I am when forever and ever it will stand? Yes, I love beach music every single day of my life. I love beach music, you know that I do.
I've got some sun and it's been fun, but it's time to get out of here. Make sure you check out next week's Sights and Sound segment on the pillow fight at Marion Square. So if you're down to throw your pillow around, make sure you're out at the square Saturday at 2 o'clock. For CFC Scene, I'm Lauren Frye.